Hello everyone, Eric Lima here. You are watching yet another episode and video from my secondary YouTube channel and vlog, in which I present to you, all of you, my sentimental thoughts come from my heart and my soul, and my mental all-ball shenanigans come from my mind and brain. This is EML77 TV, episode 859. This is the NXT recap of September the 16th, 2020. What's going on, 9:56 p.m., and this will be my first and final video for the day. I haven't uploaded all day because I've been waiting for this. Episode 859. NXT recap. There will be a new NXT TakeOver event happening October the 4th. I am praying that they make the Thunderdome out of this. I think the NXT deserves a Thunderdome. My personal opinion on the matter. As we start off, we found out that Wade Barrett is now an official member of the NXT commentary team. He signed a contract with the WWE, so I'm really excited to have Wade Barrett back, and you know what it means. Oh, I'm afraid I've got some bad news. I love that guy. That guy's awesome. Anyways, they kicked off with a dream matchup of Io Shirai versus Shotzi Blackheart. These two fought hard, and they fought hard to the point where Shotzi Blackheart was digging down deep and doing whatever she can to beat Shirai, but Shirai survived in the end and defeated Shotzi Blackheart, but the two shook hands as a sign of sportsmanship and respect. And you know what? Shotzi Blackheart has earned Io Shirai's respect. Io had a smile on her face when that happened. I thought it was really cool. Heck of a matchup. Local competitor or jobber Desmond Troy went one-on-one with Tommaso Ciampa. Obviously, Ciampa beat the snot out of him to win the matchup. But Jake Atlas came out and said, next week, you and I are going to go at him. So, I forgot to write that part down. And then Finn Balor made a promo about how he is the prince and is looking for his next challenger after winning the NXT Heavyweight Championship. Austin Theory came out, ran his mouth about who was going to fight him, and Kushida came out and started beating the snot out of him, and the bell rang. After a hard-fought match, Kushida did beat Theory by submission, and he wouldn't let go. I mean, this is a new side Kushida. I'm liking it. Take out Austin Theory and Velveteen Dream. I know a lot of people are very, very happy about that for obvious reasons. Check out Twitter and look up Austin Theory and Velveteen Dream. You know what I mean. I'm not going to talk about it here. We're just going to move on. Gargano's cut a promo. It was like Johnny Gargano's got his sights set on once again being the North American champion, while Candice LeRae, now there was an announcement, two big announcements made by William Regal. One is a number one contenders women's battle royal. Whoever wins the match, I believe, will face Io Shirai at the NXT TakeOver event October the 4th. Meanwhile, Candice LeRae's got her eye on it, and Mia Yim felt like she was left out of that battle royal. I wonder what's going on there. More on that. Because a lot of people are saying that Mia Yim could be part of Retribution. I did see some familiar set of eyes on Monday Night Raw as one of the members of Retribution. Gotta look at that one closely. Johnny Gargano says he's got his sights set on being the North American champion. Candice LeRae wants a shot at Io Shirai. Looks like some unfinished business between those two. I like to see that matchup. So we'll see what happens in that battle royal. And then they had the NXT Tag Team Championship on the line in a rematch. Breezango versus Imperium. These two fought very hard. In fact, Imperium kept Fiendango in the matchup more than half the time in there. Finally tagged in Tyler Breeze. Tyler Breeze was on the house like a fire. It went back and forth. And Imperium's what to set up for the European bomb, but Fandango drop kicked Eichner and Breeze right into Bartel. Breeze and Fandango countered their attack, and then all of a sudden, 1, 2, 3, Breezango retained the tag team titles. Oh, a constant reminder that tomorrow, if you're an NXT UK fan here in the States, you can watch the Superstars of NXT UK at 3 o'clock here. If you're a British wrestling fan over from across the pond, it's 8 p.m. British Summer Time. So, like I say, if you're an American fan here, if you're checking on Eastern Time, 3 o'clock. NXT UK returns on the WWE Network. Check it out. So I'm sure Imperium will be there by now. It'll be very interesting to see what happens. The team of Jesse Kamea and Zaya Lee to team up against Team KC, I like to call them. Kaden Carter and Casey Catanzaro. Hard-fought match between those two teams, and ended up the victory going to Team KC when they go in to shake hands. They fist bump with Jesse Kamea. But Zaya Lee did not want any of it, so I think it's going to be an attitude change in Zaya Lee. We'll check that out down the road. Could be the rise of the Lady Dragon. That's what I'm saying. Drake Maverick is about to get his matchup, tag team matchup with Killian Dane against the Undisputed Heirs, Bobby Fish and Roderick Strong. Check this out. He finally found Killian Dane, Drake Maverick, and said, "You know what? I'm not your partner." Drake Maverick's like, "Fine, I'll go out there." And for most of the match, Drake Maverick fought the Undisputed Era by himself. And then all of a sudden, Killian Dane comes out, finally, throws Drake Maverick and says, you lose like a man. Sounds like, okay. So it's like, okay, there you go. But then Roderick Strong called him a fat boar or a fat pig or something like that. Killian Dane says, "What'd you just call me?" Came back, he beat the snot out of both Undisputed Era to the point where Bobby Fish had to use a steel chair. But Drake Maverick and Killian Dane won by DQ. And Drake Maverick was so happy, he did the push. He pushed Killian Dane. Dane knocked him out again. Drake, come on, dude. Let me tell you. Jake Atlas was interviewed outside as he left the arena. And then he says, he was determined to face Ciampa next week. That's another matchup on God. Tommaso Ciampa going one-on-one with Jake Atlas. But then Ciampa blindsides him. A few officials, including Kyle O'Reilly, came out and said, "Hey, that's enough. Save it for next week." It seems like Ciampa says he'd be coming for Kyle O'Reilly. This is going to be a very interesting situation with Kyle O'Reilly. Tegan Knox then cut out a promo on Candice LeRae and about how, Candice LeRae says that because Johnny Gargano threatened that to win, to take it out of Tegan Knox's bill for his $200 TV, but Tegan Knox is focused on winning that battle royal to become the number one contender to the NXT Women's Championship. All right, then. Now, I'm going to go back to Twitter. I'm going to go to NXT because there was a special announcement made on let's go. Here we go. Let's see what we got here. I'm checking the NXT Twitter account right now. Let's see what we have. See what we have here. Number one contenders battle royal. All right, here we go. William Regal says that too stacked to have a dual regular number one contenders match, according to William Regal. So they decided to do the first ever gauntlet match. All right, so it's all like a Royal Rumble gauntlet match, and this will be something. Two men will start in the ring. This is a gauntlet eliminator matchup. Two men will start in the ring. Every 4 minutes, another competitor will enter. The only way to be eliminated is by a pinfall or submission. That means no DQ, no count out, anything goes in that matchup. The last man standing will be named the number one contender for the NXT Championship and will go on to face Finn Balor and NXT TakeOver. So it's going to be it's something that it's going to be a heck of a matchup, and I can't wait. Well, there's another matchup on the card tonight. Was the NXT North American Championship matchup. It was between Damian Priest defending the title against Timothy Thatcher. Thatcher's so psychotic, he's crazy. You see him smile, it's like barely his teeth is like knocked out or something like that. I'm talking about teeth. Timothy Thatcher, he's a meanie. Watch out for him, he's nasty. These two fought an excellent matchup, but at the end, Damian Priest, the slap woke up Damian Priest, and all of a sudden, he unloaded on Timothy Thatcher. Finally got him in the reckoning. Boom. 1, 2, 3. Damian Priest is still your North American champion. I say the remaining, whoever wins in that gauntlet eliminator match comes on one contenders. The remaining others should fight in a battle royal sometimes to get someone to take on Damian Priest for the North American Championship, but Johnny Gargano wants a shot at it. We will see in the long run. So, like I said, tomorrow NXT UK returns. If you're a fan of it and you're watching here on the States on the network, it's 3 p.m. If you are across the pond, 8 p.m. Eastern, British summertime. And I'm really excited about that. Forgive me if I slurred my words. I'm a little bit tired. Gonna get some sleep. So 3 matches happening next week on NXT Wednesday. The number 1 contender women's battle royal, the number 1 contender gauntlet eliminator match, and Tommaso Ciampa going one-on-one with Jake Atlas and possibly Kyle O'Reilly. I don't know. We will find out in the long run. So I will write down. And there will be a new NXT recap tomorrow. I'm going to do NXT UK 9, 17, 20, and we will see what happens. There's a lot of interesting situations. 2 title matches could be set. Walter versus Ilya Dragunov for the NXT UK Heavyweight Championship. But you got the NXT UK Women's Championship. Toni Storm is out of the title picture until Kaylee Ray loses her title. It'll be Kaylee Ray defending that title against Piper Niven. That'll be an interesting matchup if those matches happen. So it'll be very interesting to see what happens down the road here in the WWE. I'm excited for it. Well, next week's going to be very exciting. Can't wait to rock and roll. You got Friday Night SmackDown. Sasha Banks makes her return, and we'll see what about that. We will see what happens in that situation itself between her and Bayley. There's going to be a huge fight. I did say that Sasha Banks, when she comes back, she's really so ticked off. And if I were Bayley, I would run and hide. And I remember Ryan Popola from The Bump liked my tweet one thing. R-Truth's been liking a lot of my tweets as of late too, which is really, really cool. I'm just stoked about that. So we're heading towards the weekend, folks, and I'm really excited. I got 2 more days of work, and I better get going. Speaking of which, so I can get ready for tomorrow. It is 10:08 p.m. now, and I usually never do a video and upload one this late, but because I got work early tomorrow, so I will do exactly that. That's why I'm trying to do this and get it done, and then we'll work on NXT UK recap tomorrow. I'm really excited to see what happens in the long run. All right, I'll see you guys later. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful night, and God bless you guys, and I'll see you in episode 860, 859 of EML77 TV NXT Recap for September the 16th, 2020. I'll see you guys later. See you in episode 860. Peace.